All right, pick 16, Port Adelaide, Luke Trainor, probably the first out-and-out key defender in the draft so far.
Yeah, and a bit of a slide. I went pick 11 to Melbourne in our first mock draft, and I probably have him in a top 10. It's just kind of how much do other clubs rate him and what the list needs. There's probably a little knock on him just given his series of concussions, and I think that's in the age and era we're in now. That's obviously going to be in the mind of just about any AFL scout, but at the same time, he's a safe pair of hands in a way, just with his interceptability, cleanliness, smooth mover. Think of Jordan Ridley and how well he can use the ball as well as play behind, and even lock down a little bit. Had some really good games for the AFL Academy. So that's against VFL opposition in Footscray and Coburg. Was probably the best across both games outside of maybe Levi Ashcroft. And I think that did his draft stocks really well. It's just the second half of the year had an interrupted season, but overall, one of my favourite players. I think Port Adelaide, at looking at pick 16, do they go for that? It very well could be the best player available, and like I said in my list, he probably is certainly at this point of the draft. But key position defenders and where their list's at. So they've got Alir, Radagalia, Zerk, Thatcher, but have they seen enough from that mix? Obviously, Radagalia was playing forward by the end of the year, and who have they got coming through? So they just lost a few key position players in Tom McCullum, Kyle Marshall, Tom Scully as delisting, so they quite haven't paid off because I don't think any of them managed to break through for a senior debut. So hopefully they find a bit more luck in a player like Luke Trainor.
Yeah, key defenders are very valuable, and if you're Port, very, very valuable.